Today, we're tackling a frequently tested and often confused topic for the National Property and Casualty exam: garage keepers and auto dealers coverage. The exam loves to trip people up on the difference between garage liability and garage keepers coverage. Garage liability is the policy a dealership or repair shop buys to cover its premises, operations, and products liability. For example, if a customer slips and falls in the showroom, or if a mechanic on a test drive causes an accident injuring someone, that's a garage liability claim. It also covers liability from faulty repairs after the customer has driven off the lot. Garage keepers coverage, on the other hand, is specifically for damage to your customer's vehicle while it is in your care, custody, or control. Think of it as bailee coverage. If a fire breaks out in the service bay and damages customers' cars, or a mechanic dents a customer's door while moving it, the garage keepers policy responds. Another key coverage for dealerships is dealer's physical damage, which covers the dealer's own inventory of vehicles held for sale from perils like theft or hail. The most critical and trickiest part of garage keepers coverage for the exam is understanding the difference between the legal liability and direct primary options. On a legal liability basis, the policy only pays for damages to a customer's car if the insured is legally responsible. So, if your mechanic's negligence causes a fire, the policy pays. But if a tornado hits the shop and damages the cars, the shop isn't legally liable for an act of God, so the legal liability form would not pay. This is a classic exam trap. They will give you a scenario where the insured is not at fault, like a hailstorm or theft by a third party, and ask if the legal liability policy pays. The answer is no. The direct primary basis is broader and better for customer service. It pays for damage to the customer's vehicle while in the insured's care, regardless of fault. So, with the direct primary option, the customer's car damaged by the tornado would be covered by the shop's policy. This avoids telling a customer they have to file a claim on their own personal auto policy for something that happened at your shop, which creates goodwill. To remember this, use this phrase: keepers take care of customer cars. The word keepers should lock in the idea that this coverage is for the property of others in your care. And for the two forms, think: if it's not my fault, legal liability gives me squat, direct primary pays anyway. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.